Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have it all figured out? Why they move through life with confidence, make great decisions, and build amazing relationships? What's their secret? Well, today we're going to talk about something that could change your life: self-awareness. But this isn't just any ordinary topic. We're diving into the mind-blowing power of self-awareness that only a few people on Earth truly know about. You might be thinking, self-awareness? Isn't that just knowing yourself? Well, yes and no. It's much deeper and more powerful than you might imagine. Self-awareness is like having a superpower, but it's one that most people never fully develop. Today, we're going to explore why it's so rare, why it's so important, and how you can tap into its incredible potential. Let's start by understanding what self-awareness really is. At its core, self-awareness is the ability to see yourself clearly and objectively. It's about understanding your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and motivations. But it goes beyond just knowing these things. It's about recognizing how they affect you and the people around you. There are two main types of self-awareness: internal and external. Internal self-awareness is about understanding your own inner workings. It's knowing your values, passions, reactions, and impact on others. External self-awareness, on the other hand, is understanding how other people view you. It's being able to see yourself through others' eyes and understanding how your actions and words affect them. Now, here's the kicker: true self-awareness is incredibly rare. Studies have shown that while most people think they're self-aware, only about 10 to 15% of people actually are. That means that 85 to 90% of people don't really understand themselves as well as they think they do. Pretty shocking, right? So why is self-awareness so uncommon? Well, there are a few reasons. First, it's not something that's typically taught in schools or even in most homes. We learn math, science, and language, but we rarely learn how to understand ourselves. Second, it can be uncomfortable. Looking at ourselves honestly means facing our flaws and weaknesses, which isn't always easy. And third, our brains are actually wired to avoid self-awareness in many ways. We have all sorts of cognitive biases that can blind us to the truth about ourselves. But here's the exciting part: even though true self-awareness is rare, it's also incredibly valuable. People who are highly self-aware tend to be more successful in their careers, have better relationships, and are generally happier. They make better leaders, are more creative, and are better at handling stress and challenges. Let's break down some of these benefits. When you're self-aware, you make better decisions. You understand your own strengths and weaknesses, so you can play to your strengths and work on improving your weaknesses. You're also better at managing your emotions, which leads to better relationships. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond thoughtfully to situations. Self-aware people also tend to be better leaders. They understand how their actions affect others, so they can communicate more effectively and inspire their teams. They're also more open to feedback, which helps them continuously improve. But how do you know if you're truly self-aware? Well, there are some signs that might indicate a lack of self-awareness. If you often find yourself blaming others for your problems, or if you have trouble accepting criticism, these could be red flags. People with low self-awareness might also struggle to understand their own emotions or have difficulty empathizing with others. On the flip side, highly self-aware people tend to be good listeners. They're curious about others' perspectives and are open to feedback. They're also able to admit when they're wrong and take responsibility for their actions. So, how can you develop this superpower of self-awareness? Well, it's not something that happens overnight, but there are practices you can start today to boost your self-awareness. One powerful technique is mindfulness. This involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in the present moment, without judgment. It's like becoming an observer of your own mind. You might start with just a few minutes of mindfulness meditation each day, focusing on your breath and noticing your thoughts as they come and go. Another great way to increase self-awareness is to seek feedback from others. This can be scary, but it's incredibly valuable. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for honest feedback about your strengths and areas for improvement. Remember, the goal isn't to judge yourself, but to gain a clearer picture of how others perceive you. Keeping a reflective journal is another powerful tool. Take a few minutes each day to write about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Over time, you might start to notice patterns in your behavior or thinking that you weren't aware of before. Personality assessments can also be helpful tools for increasing self-awareness. Tests like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the Big 5 personality test can give you insights into your personality traits and tendencies. Just remember that these tests are tools for reflection, not definitive labels. Now, developing self-awareness isn't always easy. There can be obstacles along the way. One big obstacle is fear. Looking at ourselves honestly can be scary. We might be afraid of what we'll find or worried that we won't like what we see. But remember, self-awareness isn't about judging yourself, it's about understanding yourself so you can grow and improve. Another obstacle can be societal expectations. We often have ideas about who we should be based on what society, our families, or our cultures tell us. But true self-awareness means understanding who you really are, not who you think you should be. It's about aligning your life with your true values and passions, not someone else's expectations. Limiting beliefs can also hold us back from self-awareness. These are negative thoughts we have about ourselves that we've come to believe are true. Things like "I'm not good enough" or "I don't deserve success." Part of developing self-awareness is recognizing these limiting beliefs and challenging them. As you develop your self-awareness, you'll likely notice that it has a ripple effect on those around you. When you understand yourself better, you're able to communicate more effectively, show more empathy, and build stronger relationships. You might find that your friends and family start to open up more or that your work relationships improve. Self-awareness can even lead to positive changes in your community. When you're more aware of your own biases and assumptions, you're better able to understand and connect with people who are different from you. This can lead to more inclusive and harmonious communities. Now, let's talk about some practical steps you can take to start developing your self-awareness today. First, try setting aside a few minutes each day for self-reflection. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly and thinking about your day. Ask yourself questions like, how did I feel today? What went well? What could I have done differently? You might also try setting intentions for your personal growth. What aspects of yourself would you like to understand better? Maybe you want to explore your emotional reactions to stress, or perhaps you want to understand your communication style better. Setting clear intentions can help guide your self-awareness practice. Remember, developing self-awareness is an ongoing process. It's not something you achieve and then you're done. It's a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. Commit to making self-awareness a regular part of your life. As you develop your self-awareness, you might start to see the bigger picture of how this skill could change the world. Imagine a world where most people truly understood themselves and others. We'd likely see less conflict, more empathy, and more collaborative problem solving. Leaders would make decisions based on a clear understanding of their own motivations and the needs of others. Relationships would be stronger and more authentic. This might sound idealistic, but it all starts with individual people like you committing to developing their own self-awareness. Every person who becomes more self-aware creates a positive ripple effect in their own life and the lives of those around them. So, what have we learned today? We've explored the mind-blowing power of self-awareness, a skill that only a few people on Earth truly understand and cultivate. We've seen how rare it is, why it's so valuable, and how you can start developing it in your own life. We've learned that self-awareness is about understanding your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and motivations, as well as how others perceive you. We've seen how it can lead to better decision-making, stronger relationships, improved leadership skills, and overall happiness. We've also looked at some of the obstacles to developing self-awareness, like fear, societal expectations, and limiting beliefs. But we've also explored practical techniques for overcoming these obstacles and boosting your self-awareness, like mindfulness, seeking feedback, journaling, and personality assessments. Remember, developing self-awareness is a journey. It's not about reaching a destination, but about continuously learning and growing. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and understanding how you can positively impact the world around you. So, here's your challenge: start your self-awareness journey today. Take a few minutes to reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Ask a trusted friend for honest feedback. Start a journal. Try a mindfulness exercise. Take that first step towards understanding yourself better. As you develop your self-awareness, you might be surprised at what you discover. You might uncover strengths you didn't know you had, or find new ways to improve your relationships. You might gain clarity on your life's purpose or find new ways to contribute to your community. Remember, this isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming more authentically you. It's about aligning your actions with your values and living a life that's true to who you really are. The power of self-awareness is truly mind-blowing. It has the potential to transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you and even the world at large. And the best part? It's a power that's available to everyone. It just takes commitment, practice, and a willingness to look honestly at yourself. So, are you ready to tap into this incredible power? Are you ready to join the small group of people on Earth who truly understand and harness the power of self-awareness? The journey starts now, with you. Take that first step today, and see where it leads you. You might just be amazed at what you discover. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the mind-blowing power of self-awareness. Remember, this is just the beginning. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep discovering the incredible potential within yourself. The world needs more self-aware individuals, and you have the power to be one of them. Start your journey today, and watch as it transforms your life and the lives of those around you.